Can we talk about what it's like to realize as an adult that your parents are emotionally unavailable? Like, nobody prepares you for that moment. You go your whole life thinking the way you grew up and the way they showed up or didn't was normal. I mean, I knew I had some type of childhood trauma, but like, I didn't know that this in particular affected me so deeply. It's like a switch flipped in therapy recently, and I'm like piecing together and connecting the dots between relationships and interactions with my parents and just shit I've been attracting. And I'm standing here trying to process this massive realization and also trying to adult and also trying to have a career, managing relationships and all of that. And like on top of it, now I have the awareness that the people who raised me couldn't even give me the emotional support I needed, and that's why I am the way that I am. And it's confusing because on one hand, you love your parents and they did what they could with what they had and what they knew. They did their best. But on the other hand, you're fucking angry. You're hurt, you're sad, your inner child's weeping, and you're left with all this emotional baggage that you didn't ask for. And now, again, like I said, connecting the dots, realizing how much of my behavior in my relationships and just my boundaries or lack thereof, because that was a whole segment of therapy, are tied to that emotional unavailability.
That's a big word for Elmo.
I grew up with and am still dealing with, to be honest. And then the hardest part is realizing they're not going to change. You hope deep down that maybe if you explain it to them, if you open up, they'll get it. Most times they don't. You just get gaslit and manipulated or hit with some bullshit Delulu story, and they just can't give you what they don't have. They don't even realize what they even missed out on themselves, for real. And now you're left trying to reparent yourself as an adult because they didn't have the tools. When they say ignorance is bliss, for real, I get it, because what you don't know won't hurt you. But it's like waking up to this whole new layer of trauma that you didn't know, that you even like had to hear from, and it's heavy, and you're grieving the parent-child relationship you'll never have, the emotional support you never got but needed, and it sucks. Let's just keep it real. It is what it is. It really fucking sucks. First is navigating this while trying to maintain a relationship with them. You feel like you have to choose between like holding them accountable and accepting that they'll never be able to show up for you in the way that you need. But guess what? You don't have to pick a side. You can hold them accountable and have compassion. It's hard, but you can recognize the lack and still love them. But you also have to recognize when it's time to stop looking for them for emotional validation, because it's not coming. It's not coming. And that's where I'm at with it. Like the acceptance that it's not coming. And I got to find ways to give it to myself. And I'm grieving that. But yeah, acceptance in the fact that it's not coming, yo. Little Shay is sad. At the same time, I am switching my perspective of viewing them as a parent. I can't do that anymore. They are just a person with their own life. Just like I got my own life, my own trauma, and my own stuff. Same as them. Obviously, they cannot be there for me in that way with the parent title. So, taking that shit back. Putting it on myself. I got to reparent myself anyway. That being said, though, I got to keep it real. Because there's your inner child, right? There's that part of you that's still waiting and still hoping and still wishing that your parents could show up the way that you needed them to. And yeah, little Shay is hurt. Little Shay has weeped. It's just this like, little Shay's been carrying this silent pain for so long, hoping and wishing for that like validation, that warmth, that unconditional emotional support. And now I gotta have a one-on-one, Big Shay and Little Shay, break the news. It's not coming.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
It's like I've been watching that younger version of myself experience heartbreak over and over and over again in different areas of my life, relationships, friendships, work, it really shows up everywhere. And I feel for the disappointment and the confusion and like the anger. Why weren't you there? Why wasn't I enough? But little Shay and your inner child don't understand all that. Like, why the people that were supposed to protect you emotionally just didn't. It's painful. Now, as an adult, it's your job to hold that inner child. Hold little Shay. I'm going to hold little Shay. And remind them that it wasn't their fault. They were enough. You were enough. And it's okay to grieve the parents that you never truly had. You become the parent for your inner child, giving them the emotional safety and that they craved. It's a process of learning to comfort yourself in all the ways your parents couldn't, and that's no small task. Healing and blooming means showing up for your inner child, validating their feelings, letting them know that their pain is real, and promising them that from here on out, you'll be the one to provide the love and emotional support they've been wanting and waiting for. So, I don't know. I just went on a little rant while I was on a walk. Take care of that inner child. I love you. I love me. Peace out. Blue Mom BB.